Research complete.
Actually, what was that upgrade? Ghouls, abominations, and skeleton warriors. Alright. Need to get a good few necromancers. I think I'm nearly ready to attack. I think post that Sylvanas assault, I'll be actually ready to take the fight to her. There we go. Over here. Want to try and prevent what happened before from happening again. I do dislike the upkeep. It's an interesting concept. I do kind of like it in that regard, but it's a little it's a little annoying. Here comes the attack. And annoyingly it's following the path of the runner. I need to get to here. It's like they're fucking with the runner. Just say, oh yeah, we'll provide you support. And then just running the fuck away. Okay. I don't know why they went that way in the first place, but they're attacking from the north. Or at least they did the last time. Muster together. Muster together.
Speak, fool.
Up here. And I'm going to send forward a sacrificial ghoul. Attack. Attack. Okay. Kill him. Thank you. And she's dead. Those towers presumably helped out a fair bit there. While she may take reduced damage from piercing, I imagine it's still the extra damage, you know.
The restless dead await.
And you know what? I'm going to attack right now. And to be honest, you know the skull on their book? I keep seeing that as a, you know, like one of the alien faces you'd see in some fiction. One of the Greys or whatever. Yeah, I keep seeing it as one of them. I think I've lost a lot of ghouls. Gonna have some more trickle in.
More gold is required. Our forces are under attack.
Ooh, that's annoying. They can just banish the summons. Not exactly what I want. And yeah, I think I have lost a lot of ghouls.
The restless dead await. Our forces are under attack.
And it looks like the first skeleton warrior batch is going to be just... That's ghoul res.
This better be good.
This is a bit messy. Please finish this off. It's doing adequate damage. Thank you.
Lord Arthur, the messenger has reached the city. We should expect an attack soon.
Sorry, I forgot all about that. I was too focused on the attack, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I'll get lucky, and maybe the messenger will get caught up in the in my attack.
Sylvanas has sent a runner to Silvermoon. This better be good. Our forces are under attack.
Oh, now this time, yes, the guy has gotten caught up in it.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay.
The restless dead await.
Res. Res.
Tread lightly.
Kill you. Ooh, someone exploded. The one issue with having 10 necromancers is it kind of stops you from using this ability. Unless they're out of mana.
I wish only to serve. Our forces are under attack.
Back. Keeping them out of the picture just to make sure. Oh, there you are. Kill it. Kill her. Yeah, I'm just keeping them out of the picture because I feel I shouldn't get them involved. Might be too risky.
Sylvanas has sent a runner to Silvermoon.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, there's some creeps. Didn't even bloody well realize they were there.
The dead shall serve.
Go back, go back. And see, these are high elven guard towers. They aren't the Sky Fury and Earth Fury stuff we had before.
The restless dead await. Tremble before the forces are under attack.
Oh, and see this thing. I guess maybe it's because this is directly under attack.
More gold is required. Our forces are under attack.
There we go. Now once we finish off,
What is it now?
go heal. Once we finish off the rest of our base.
Lord Arthas, the messenger has reached the city. Should expect an attack soon.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm not. I have to do this again.
What does the shadow will? Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
Oh god!
Has sent out another runner. It must be stopped.
I thought we had killed that runner because we're in the middle of the fucking city, you know?
Our forces are under
Apparently
attack.
not.
Your will. Thy will be done. Our forces are under attack.
Okay, ye. Over here, get that thing.
What does the shadow will?
Res. Keep forgetting I turned it off. Go back. Well, this is going worse than the previous time. Okay, you know what? You know what will make this go better? Well, if I actually did it fucking right.
Sylvanas has sent out another runner. It must be stopped. The dead shall serve. Our forces are under attack.
Okay, what way is that runner gonna go? He's going towards my army. Alright then. Also, there's talk of a WarCraft 3 remastered. Maybe by the time this comes out, there'll be more news of it. But there's talk that such a thing might be, happening. Because there's recently WarCraft 3 Invitational. So people were thinking there's going to be an invitational for the game.
Where
Well,
is
certainly
my
I'm thinking it.
still?
You know, if there's going to be an invitational for it, maybe there's going to be
Yes.
remastered, or you know, there's some general renewed interest. So maybe there's going to be a remastered Warcraft 3, or you know, best case, possible best, possible worst case scenario, a Warcraft 4. Personally, I'm not really sure how they could match Warcraft 4 with WoW going on. Maybe an alternate universe thing, or maybe a side story. But I'm not really sure how you could do a side story that really lives up to the hype, you know?
What is it now? This is more like it.
Because, you know, if it's only a side story, well, I suppose they could do a full story. As long as it's cross. I'm an obsessive lore person, so part of me is thinking, you know, if a thing's big and dramatic enough, you think it'll be kind of relevant in both stories, you know? Like, oh, they're killing a god over here, you know? I think deicide is kind of relevant to, you know, legendary heroes of all shapes and breeds, you know? But that's just because I'm obsessive with the lore. I'm sure Blizzard can work something out. Basically, part of me is thinking that, you know, if they were doing a Warcraft 4 thing at the same time as well, part of me is just thinking, would they... Oh, I kind of hope there will be like cross-reference between the two games, you know? Because it'll be kind of weird. Well, or at least in WoW, like, oh yeah, this is happening over there. Just go buy it so you can see. You know, that kind of thing. Just because otherwise it's kind of weird, you know, like if you're having a huge dramatic event, it's kind of weird for no one to be talking about it in this other thing. I know it's a separate game, but it's same universe. It's, you know, like, you know, if it's a big, huge, dramatic thing, it should be relevant. Even if they are caught up with something else, it's just like, great, you know, like the Alliance and the Horde are at each other's throats, and there's a fucking god someone's choking out. You know, like, and I just wanted to do my taxes. You know. I'm just an obsessive lore person, so that's just where my mind goes. I think I'm making sense. Fuck, I feel too tired. I get like this. Sometimes, like, I'll be, like, trying to make a point, and it's not even just because I'm, like, when you're commentating on a video, you're talking to your monitor. You know what you're seeing right now? The game paused. That's what I see. And I see the wall behind me. I see the window behind me, well, the blinds. I see my tower. I see my wall. I see my fucking hands. You know? So it's partly... I'm not talking directly to a person, but even when I am talking directly to a person, I get concerned that I'm not making an ounce of sense. But yes, basically, I'm an obsessive lore person. I'm very, like, everything has to make sense, everything has to be hashed out, and everything has to be perfect. So part of me is thinking, like, if they were doing a Warcraft 4 at the same time as some WoW expansion, you know, it's set in the same universe at the same time, how would that really work, you know? Thinking from a story standpoint, I suppose, you know, they could work it some way, but part of me just I think part of me is expecting the worst, you know. I think part of me is just expecting the worst, and it to be just handled in a weird way that just doesn't feel right, you know. So yeah, I think that's my main thought process on it, just expecting that. Well, again, I like to believe Blizzard would handle it fine enough if they did something like that. But the easiest way of doing it would be probably a separate timeline. But at the same time, I would probably, thinking from a marketing standpoint, that might work. Well, you know, well, not maybe marketing, but they might want to have it tied in with World of Warcraft to try and attract more of that fan base in. You know. But yeah, that's just basically me. I'm just very obsessive from a story standpoint, so that's where my mind goes, you know. But Yeah, to be honest, I probably thinking it would be kind of easy to really rectify that. Is just have some references, have some nods. You don't need to just say this is happening over there. Something's important there. You don't even need to spoil it. It's just like a general thing. I remember. I suppose this could work, maybe. Remember with the Doomsayers around town, at the Legion pre-event and at the Argus pre-event? Yeah, that was pre-event for Argus. You know, them little event NPCs. You could have something like that going on. You know? So it will give a feeling of a more full universe, more lively, or there's more. It's like a properly connected world, properly connected series, rather than it just segmented out weirdly, And they don't necessarily have to be the Doomsayers, but NPCs talking about it, referencing it, or just something like that, because then that just has me happy. It's just like, oh, good, they're actually, I'm not even sure on the right words for it, but I think that would satiate me. So, yeah. Also, I'm noticing I'm on 80s food out of. Well, I'm 61 out of 80. The 80s is what I'm focusing on. I thought I did put down the extra cigarette. Did I lose one? Or did I not get it because I reloaded? I'm not sure. But anyway, I hope I made sense there. Basically, people are thinking, due to the invitational, sorry, there could be more Warcraft 3 stuff coming, like a remaster. Others are part of me is also thinking, again, because people are always hyped for it, my mind starts thinking, will they get what they want, Because I would kind of be interested in Warcraft 4. We'll be getting Warcraft 4. Let me start that again. The international, due to the renewed interest in Warcraft 3, we're thinking, what will this spin into? Be it a remastered thing or a sequel. And then I was just saying how I wonder how they would handle the sequel, like if it was a spin-off, like a concurrent thing with an expansion. How would that work? How would they handle that? Let's say if it's not, we got Warcraft 4, not now, but during an Old God expansion where everyone's kind of tied up with that, how would we kind of have a Warcraft 4 on at the same time? Maybe they would intentionally not release it then, because it would be kind of a, awkward one story-wise. Well, everyone's tied up here, and yet is over here at the same time. So, then again, we'll have to see how they would handle it, Basically, I'm always just worried about things being fudged. Because, like I said, I'm an obsessive war person, so that fudging it would just irritate me. I might enjoy the game, but at the same time I'll be irritated by it. But anyway, might give you an extra episode. I know I was cutting back on the 40-minute stuff, but might give you an extra episode just because I'm tired and I'm trying to make a point and I'm feeling I'm not saying it right. I just feel really nervous right now that I'm not being at all coherent. Basically, Warcraft 4 will be cool, but I'm wondering how they could handle it. I'm thinking a different timeline would be the easiest way, but they'll probably want to do it at the same time as WoW, and I'm wondering, would they handle it right? Would it feel weird, how they ended up doing it? Because I'm an obsessive war person. So yeah, I think it made sense. Yeah, that's the new spelling.
The restless dead await.
Attack.
Tread lightly.
Attack.
This better be.
Attack. Come on.
As the shadow moves,
Move.